But if you are going through one of those life quakes that I talked about earlier, one of those major changes, it is hard. And I think we view that hardness as something we just want to get through, because none of us like pain and none of us like discomfort. But we also need to recognize that in the hard, God is at work. In the wilderness, in the barren place, in the desert place, in the loneliness, God is doing something there that he cannot do anywhere else. And it's uncomfortable and we would avoid it and we wouldn't choose it. But we cannot get to the promised land without the wilderness. And every time there is a major promise, between the promise and the promised land, there's usually a desert. There's a period of waiting. There's a period of upheaval. There's a period of disruption. There's dismantling. And we simply can't avoid it, because that is part of the process. Because God's desire is not just to take you from A to B. God's desire is to grow you as a person deeper. And if he just automatically transferred you from here to here overnight, you would get to here and you would be the same person as you were here. But maybe God needs you to be a deeper person, to have more capacity, to have more patience, to have more kindness. And I know in our own transition, as painful as that was, there were things that God did in my heart that I would never want to go through again. I ended up on medication for 6 months. It was heartbreaking. There was betrayal. I'll talk about all of that. I would never go through that again if I had the choice. But can I say to you right now, I wouldn't change a thing. Because God did something in that messy pain that he didn't ever do in the comfort of the good times. And so transition is hard at times. And I think once we acknowledge that, it almost helps. Once we actually just say, God, this is hard, it actually helps us to understand, okay, this is going to be hard. And we can probably prepare ourselves a little bit better.